Hey guys, Christian here, and today I'm just going to do a little video on my thoughts, basically my opinion on the 1.9 combat update for Minecraft. We're going to have a little Call of Duty World War Zombies gameplay here. Um, but yeah, basically I just wanted to talk about this because even before 1.9 was released, back when basically all these changes to the combat were announced and everything, I started hearing all kinds of stuff like people saying, I don't want to play 1.9. 1.9 ruins PvP. You hear this all the time in PvP servers. At least I have. I've seen it so much. And it was just driving me crazy. It was like 1.9 is going to break combat. 1.9 is ruining PvP. And I'm like, it's not even out yet. There isn't even any PvP servers that run it. There wasn't really like any way to test it then. I mean, that kind of thing wasn't really around like when it was still in development, when it was still in snapshots. And people were saying that like back when the snapshots were out for it and everything, and like it wasn't even fully released, or there wasn't even any like major servers that were running it or anything. And I'm just thinking, you're like, it's not even out yet, and nobody's even giving this thing a fair chance. Everybody's already like, I'm not going to play 1.9. Me and my friends have already decided we're not playing 1.9. Breaks combat. PvP is going to be horrible. They need to leave it alone. And basically, if you guys don't really know what I'm talking about, basically the 1.9 update has radically changed the combat system in Minecraft, which really for the most part has been point and click as fast as you can. Basically, the bones of the combat system. There are other things. Of course, you need to strafe properly and know basically certain tactics in PvP, especially when you're playing multiplayer PvP stuff like mini games like Skywars. Of course, there's other things to it, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. The bare bones of the combat system has pretty much been point and click rapidly, and make sure that you hit accurately. I mean, that's pretty much been the bones of the combat system. So, I mean, there's been changes. Like, I mean, it just started out basically pointing and clicking. That's really what it was in the beginning. And then there was enchantments, and then there was like potions, and then there was the criticals. There were things like that that changed up a little bit, but really the system for the most part is unchanged from when Minecraft was first released. It's really for the most part been about the same. I mean, you had the sword blocking that was introduced. You had some other things that were introduced later on past Minecraft's initial release, and it made things a bit different, but really, at the base of the whole combat system that it has been for like the past 5 years, has remained pretty much the same. So this is really like a huge step. It's making the combat, I wouldn't say realistic, but it makes it more challenging. I mean, there's going to be more skill involved now that you have the shields, now that you have the attack cooldowns. You can't just spam click because that doesn't work. You don't deal enough damage. You're just going to get killed. You got to time your attacks. It's a lot more focused on accuracy now. So I think it'll be interesting, and I want to try it out, and I want to see PvP minigames and PvP games, things like that, like team deathmatch type stuff. I want to see that with 1.9 combat. I want to see what that's like, and there's not really anything like that at the moment from what I know of. If there is, please tell me. I'd love to go try it out. But like things like Hypixel and Mineplex and some of these servers that have minigames, they don't really have anything 1.9. I mean, sure, they're 1.9 compatible, but they don't really have any games that feature the 1.9 combat system. And so my issue here is, and here's my opinion on the whole thing, is basically about the people who are saying that they don't want to play 1.9 or that it's breaking PvP. All I want to say basically is we don't really know that. I mean, there's not really been any servers that have run it that I've seen that have anything like that. So, I mean, try it out first before you like make a statement like that. I mean, at least give it a chance. I mean, we really don't know what it's going to be like for the most part. So, I mean, I would just give it a fair chance. I mean, I understand where these people are coming from. I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, man, like this update's getting a lot of hate from people in the PvP community. I'm like, I just don't understand it. But I get it. The combat system for Minecraft has remained largely unchanged since basically the release of the game. And everybody's used to it. I mean, Mojang pretty much for the most part just made a couple little changes here and there to it, and that was pretty much it. That's all we were accustomed to. I mean, combat has largely just been how it was for like the past 4 or 5 years. I mean, that's pretty much just how it's been, is that system. And I understand where people are coming from is that now, after so many years, now they're deciding to update it. And I get it. The people that are upset or maybe want it to be changed back or not even changed at all, I get where they're coming from. I mean, they don't want to have an entirely new system after this is what they've been used to for so many years. But guys, you know what? This has been something that's probably been needed in Minecraft for quite a while. This is, to me, something that's kind of long overdue. I mean, listen, I love PvP. I've made a lot of PvP videos. Oh my. You all know that. I mean, that's one of our most popular series was Team Deathmatch. I mean, the first episode of Team Deathmatch, I believe, is the most popular video on the channel as of right now. Has the most views and everything. So, I'm not just some loser guy that never plays PvP games or has no idea what he's talking about and is saying, "Oh, you kids in your PvP games, you guys should just get used to this combat update." No. I'm one of you guys. Like, I understand like where you guys are coming from. But at the same time, I'm excited for this. This is something that I've looked forward to. I've been playing Minecraft for quite a long time now. It feels like yesterday that I got it. It's crazy. I can't believe it's been like 5 years since I got Minecraft. So I'm used to the old combat system too. I'm used to all that stuff. That's all I know really. I mean, I've not really had a chance to um, put to the test the new combat system. So what I do know of it, though, what I've played it in survival, it's really cool. For me, when I played survival, when I tried getting back into it and everything, basically like the vanilla survival. I mean, I've played I've played a lot of Minecraft survival that had plugins and mods and things like that. But when you just were playing straight up vanilla Minecraft, I mean, survival really recently, past couple years, has been kind of boring once you understand how the game works because you can just straight up like destroy like all the mobs basically. I mean, there's really not a challenge there. I mean, yeah, every once in a while you'll get a creeper that'll sneak up and he'll blow up your garden or something. It'll be really annoying, but for the most part, they're not like challenging. Like when I first started playing Minecraft, I played the Pocket Edition and I played the 360 edition of the game. Those are the first two versions of the game that I played. And both of those were based off of the beta versions of Minecraft. So you had the old health system where you had the hearts and no hunger system. You had no hunger bar. Everything was all based on health. And you couldn't sprint or anything. And the mobs were more challenging then because you couldn't sprint. There was no hunger, so you couldn't just regen naturally like you can. Well, you could. Of course, that has also changed the hunger system. The regen is not quite the same as what it has been. It's similar, but I actually liken it a little bit to that old health system where you had to eat food to get your health back up. There is not really any natural regen like there was. It's not really the same. It's basically you gotta eat, and then that's how you heal. And you have to make sure you have full hunger to heal like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. But I started playing back when the Xbox 360 edition and the Pocket edition were based on like the alpha and beta builds of Minecraft. So that was really challenging back then because of all those things. You had no criticals, you didn't have enchantments, you couldn't sprint and stuff like that. And the mobs were just more challenging. Survival was just more of a challenge to survive back then. It was more exciting. It was a time when, it was kind of scary when you had a creeper come up to the window of your house. I mean, it was kind of interesting to play it then. But ever since all of these changes were made, pretty much later into the beta development of Minecraft and after its full release, basically when 1.0 came out, it's not been the same pretty much after the adventure update. And so when I would play survival in vanilla, no plugins, no mods, nothing like that, it got kind of boring after you got a little bit of weaponry and armor. There wasn't really a lot of challenge. It was just like you could just straight up destroy everything. But I've been playing vanilla 1.9, and I have to say, it's very similar to the combat system of old and basically the way survival was back then. It was really challenging. It was really difficult. And it's kind of like that now. It almost feels like the old combat system, like, when I was playing Minecraft before, you go and you find a creeper, you just jump crit that thing, and you can kill it in like 3 hits. But when I was playing 1.9, I would come up to a creeper, and I kind of had a nostalgic feeling, like remembering back when I first started playing Minecraft, and you'd hit the creeper once, you'd run away, then you go hit it again. You have to kind of do something like that with 1.9. That's kind of how you attack. You have to time it. You have to make sure you land the hit, and I almost feel like I'm playing those older versions of Minecraft again. And I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of people that are saying it's going to break the game and it's going to ruin PvP. I don't think so. I don't believe that. I believe that it's going to make the game more challenging. It's going to add a new element to the game, and I'm really looking forward to basically how it progresses, because I already am enjoying vanilla survival again. I really am. I have not played vanilla survival and enjoyed it, really enjoyed it, for a long time. This is the first time in years I've really enjoyed vanilla Minecraft. So basically, long story short, you guys, give 1.9 a chance. Sure, there's probably going to be things in the combat that need to be fixed, tweaked, whatever, but that's with any update. I mean, even when you have the snapshots like they have with Mojang with Minecraft, even with all that, when they're trying to get all the bugs out possible before the release, you're always going to have something that you're like, you know what, now that we've seen it and now there's a lot of people playing it and there's servers that have implemented it and blah, 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 here's something we'd like to change about it. Here's something that needs tweaked. But that's with everything, especially in games like Minecraft that are in constant development, are constantly updated, and it's not just one full release game. So I'm just saying, give it a chance. Wait until there's some servers that are implementing, the 1.9 combat system, really using it to build their games. Don't just go around saying that you're not going to play it and that it's breaking PvP before you've really given it a chance and kind of see where it goes. So that's basically all I wanted to say, throwing my 2 cents about the whole thing. If you like the video, make sure to like and, just, tell me what you think, basically. I like hearing feedback or other people's opinions. It's very constructive, and it really helps me with any ideas or things like that for any future videos. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Become part of the SLG Empire. And if you liked this gameplay for Call of Duty World at War Zombies, make sure to let me know, and I'll see about making this a series, and maybe we'll do some custom zombie maps or something like that. That's all for now. See you guys.